What's up, Whites faithful? Buckle up because what I'm about to tell you will have you on the edge of your seats, hearts racing, and probably throwing your phones across the room. 3 absolutely massive stories have just dropped about our beloved Leeds United, and trust me, you're not ready for this roller coaster. We've got a midfielder saga that's making the 49ers absolutely furious. A transfer war that's seeing our rivals literally stealing players from under our noses, and a goalkeeper situation that could either save our Premier League dreams or become our worst nightmare. This isn't just news. This is pure drama that's unfolding right before our eyes. The pressure is mounting on Daniel Farke, and the ownership and the Whites faithful deserve to know exactly what's happening behind those Elland Road doors. One story involves a German powerhouse who was supposed to be our savior. Another reveals how our championship promotion rivals are making us look like amateurs in a transfer market. And a third could determine whether we survive our first season back in the Premier League. If you're a true Leeds United supporter, you need to smash that like button right now. Drop a comment telling me what you think about this madness, and make sure you're subscribed with notifications on, because this transfer window is about to get even crazier. Are you ready to find out why the 49ers are absolutely livid with what's happening to our top midfield target? Let's dive into this mess. The first bombshell that's got Elland Road in complete chaos involves none other than Anton Stach. And White's faithful. This German midfielder was supposed to be our answer to everything. This 26-year-old Hoffenheim star was meant to be our Rodri-like figure, the missing piece that would transform our midfield into a Premier League powerhouse. But here's where it gets absolutely infuriating for every Leeds United fan. The deal has completely stalled, and it's not even our fault. The Whites faithful have been going crazy for this signing, posting about it everywhere, talking about it non-stop, and that excitement might have just killed the deal. Sources are saying that Leeds United are absolutely fuming because the public nature of our pursuit has made Hoffenheim furious. They don't like that everyone knows about their asking price of $17 million. They don't like the media attention, and now they're making our lives a living hell in negotiations. The most frustrating part. Hoffenheim had already given Stach the green light to leave. This should have been a done deal weeks ago. But now we're stuck in this nightmare scenario where the German club is playing hardball and could even increase the price tag because of all the publicity. Anton Stach was once on Liverpool's radar. Liverpool! That tells you everything about his quality. He's got the height that fits the 49ers' new strategy, the technical ability that Daniel Farke craves, and the mentality that could be crucial in a relegation battle. But instead of celebrating his arrival, we're watching this deal crumble in real time. What's even more maddening is that Stach himself was reportedly excited about the move to Elland Road. Sources close to the player suggested he was ready to embrace the Leeds project and become a key figure in our Premier League return. The midfielder sees Leeds as the perfect platform to showcase his talents on the biggest stage. But now that dream is turning into a nightmare because of bureaucratic nonsense. The only hope we have left is Red Bull's involvement, and that's a scary thought, relying on energy drink money to save our transfer window. Their minority ownership stake could be the key that unlocks this deal, but even that feels like we're clutching at straws. Red Bull's influence in German football might be our last lifeline, but will it be enough to overcome Hoffenheim's stubbornness? But wait. It gets worse because while we're struggling with one midfielder, our rivals are absolutely destroying us in the market. If you thought the Stach situation was bad, wait until you hear about this absolute disgrace that's happening right under our noses. Sunderland. Yes, Sunderland are making Leeds United look like a conference team in the transfer market, and it's absolutely breaking my heart. The Black Cats have spent over $100 million this summer while we've managed a measly $30 million. They've made 6 signings, and here's the part that will make you want to punch a wall. 3 of those signings were our players we wanted first. They're literally using our transfer list as their shopping guide and then outbidding us for every single target. Habibi Diarra. We bid $22 million. Sunderland swooped in with over $30 million and stole him. Noah Siddiqui. We offered $11 million, they paid 17 and $5 million and laughed in our faces. Reynaldo Mandava, free transfer from Atletico Madrid that we were in talks for. And guess where he ended up? Sunderland. Now they're going after John Lukumi, the Colombian giant from Bologna who was on our radar. This 6-foot-plus centre-back has a $24 million release clause that expires today. And while we're probably sitting around having meetings about meetings, Sunderland are ready to trigger it. The Whites faithful should be absolutely raging about this. We were promoted as champions with 100 points, and somehow Sunderland are acting like they're Manchester City while we're behaving like a relegation-threatened team afraid to spend money. Jeremy Boga is another name they've added to their list after we bid $13 million for him. At what point do we stop being embarrassed and start fighting back? The 49ers promised they'd spend every last penny, but right now it feels like they're counting every penny instead. This transfer humiliation is becoming a pattern that's destroying our credibility in the market. Regis Lebris is building something special at Sunderland while we're sitting on our hands making excuses. They've shown ambition, decisiveness, and most importantly, they're not afraid to pay what it takes to get their targets. Meanwhile, Leeds United are becoming the laughingstock of the Championship promotion clubs. The psychological impact on our squad must be devastating too. Imagine being a Leeds player, watching your supposed rivals splash cash on world-class talent while your club haggles over every million. Daniel Farke must be pulling his hair out watching target after target slip away to a club that finished below us last season. How are we supposed to compete in the Premier League when we can't even compete with Sunderland in the transfer market? This isn't just about missing out on players. This is about our identity, our ambition, and our commitment to staying in the Premier League. But speaking of staying up, there's one position that could make or break our entire season. Here's the final piece of this transfer puzzle that could determine whether Leeds United survive in the Premier League or crash back down to the Championship in humiliating fashion. Our goalkeeper situation is an absolute mess, and the clock is ticking. Everyone knows Elland Road has been getting stick from fans, and Daniel Farke wants to be absolutely sure about bringing in a new keeper. We thought Vanja Milinkovic-Savic was almost guaranteed to join us from Torino. But guess what? Antonio Conte and Napoli have agreed personal terms with him, and we are left empty-handed again. But there's still hope, and it comes in the form of Senne Lammens, the 23-year-old Belgian sensation from Royal Antwerp. Arsenal legend Mark Overmars has basically given every interested club the green light by saying that transfer must happen, because they've already signed his replacement. Here's what makes this even more interesting. Lammens revealed that Leeds tried to sign him back in 2023. He knows the club, he knows what we're about, and his style of play is perfect for English football. The Belgian keeper himself said his physicality and playing style suit the Premier League perfectly. But there's a massive problem. Manchester United are also interested. When asked about the Red Devils' interest, Senne Lammens said it made him think, wow, and called them a world-renowned team. That's not exactly what Leeds fans want to hear when we're trying to convince him to choose Elland Road over Old Trafford. The asking price is $17 million, the same amount we're struggling to pay for Stash. But here's the thing that should give us hope. While Manchester United still have Andre Onana as their number one, Leeds can offer Lammens guaranteed first-team football from day one in the Premier League. This goalkeeper decision could literally be the difference between staying up and going down. Get it right, and we have a foundation to build on. Get it wrong, and we could be watching Championship football again next season while wondering what might have been. Ruben Amorim might be interested in Lammens, but he's not offering him the chance to be the undisputed number one that Leeds can provide. The pressure is mounting on the 49ers to make a decisive move. Overmars has basically put a for sale sign on Lammens, and every day we delay is another day for Manchester United or other big clubs to swoop in. The Belgian international represents everything we need. Youth, talent, Premier League ready physicality, and the hunger to prove himself at the highest level. We can't afford another Milinkovic-Savic situation where we get our hopes up only to watch him choose a bigger club. The Whites faithful have been patient enough, but patience won't save us from relegation if we don't have a reliable goalkeeper between the sticks. This is make or break time for our Premier League survival dreams. Bottom line, the Whites faithful deserve better than this chaos. We've got one midfielder deal falling apart because of media attention, rivals outspending us on every target, and a goalkeeper situation that could make or break our Premier League survival. The 49 Ocean here for 49ers need to stop counting pennies and start showing the ambition that got us promoted in the first place. What do you think, Leeds fans? Are you as frustrated as I am with how this transfer window is going? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Smash that like button if you want to see the 49ers step up their game. And subscribe for more Leeds United content because this window is far from over. Are we witnessing the 49ers' lack of ambition, destroying our Premier League dreams before the season even starts?